Oh, yeah. Welcome. Yeah, okay, so yeah, when I'm louder.
Ah.
Ahora, güey.
What the fuck? Chicos, yeah.
Oh. It's because you got to put bass in your voice.
I don't have bass in my voice.
Look, try to spike it the same way. There you go. It's a pretty good
I'm like,
one.
me dolió.
Right?
Que diga, me dolió.
Hola, me llamo Samuel.
Soy mi hombre.
You know those commercials, like for, in Mexico, like where they have the guy that's narrating? It's always so low también. Aquí tenemos todo lo la pasta de Colgate aquí en México. And on the bottom it says, usar cosas saludables es bueno. Or some shit like that, you know? Anytime it's a like soda commercial, it's like excess sugar is bad for you. But in Spanish, like,
Yeah.
azúcar es malo. You will die. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Now I don't want to drink a Coke. Thanks, bro. Like, damn.
You got coke?
Yeah.
Oh. No.
What's up, you guys?
How you guys doing?
Welcome to CharroBeans podcast, where we talk about mariachi and other things. As you can see, we're in the same. Can you stop chewing that fucking gum? I swear to God.
That was on purpose.
It's too weird. I just hear like there's somebody like punching the air right now. Yeah, we're in the studio. Well, it's not really a studio, guys. I just saw a comment on one of our things that was like, so it's been a lie. You guys aren't really in the studio. No, we can't afford these things. So
I'm like, I can, but I choose not to.
I choose not to. We're not investing in ourselves, as you can tell. No, we record this at my house, so this is our little makeshift little area. But the thing is, it's kind of so we're renovating, we're home renovating, and anybody who knows anything about home renovation means that you know that it never truly ends. So like, this room has now been converted into me and my wife's room, but like it's also like the space where we record. So this whole setup is a little different right now. Like we're if you could see what's going on right now, there's wires everywhere. There's a bed in here now, which looks kind of sus, because we're just used to a certain look in here. So like all my collectibles are gone, most of them, or they're on the ground, and we're holding this whole setup with a. You know those little trays? Like the ones that you use like to watch TV and eat dinner? Yeah, so these came in really handy actually to do this kind of stuff.
Have one.
Yeah, and so for now everything's under construction. The plan is to eventually move into another room and have a different space to do the podcast, but for right now this is basically what we got going on, so enjoy our now it's a lot closer too.
Yeah,
so like
this is weird.
Yeah, like we're used to the camera being a little bit farther, but now it's like right in your face. So if anything, you get to see more details.
Fuck.
They're literally like saying that este güey no se
I'm
baña.
like, yeah, the one day I don't shower, bro. I was like, fuck it.
Like the 1 month I don't shower, bro.
Oh, tampoco.
And now we're all over here doing this. Yeah, but I'm not. It'll be good in the end. That's what home renovation's about, just to kind of change it up and make it more sense. And really, like the place that we're going to should be bigger. It should be more nicely organized whenever we get there. But here we are. So welcome to CharroBeans.
Like coming soon.
Coming soon. I don't know when, but it's coming. No pun intended. But yeah, mariachi. So you are a mariachi, right, sir?
I'm a musician.
I'm a musician first. I'm in first and foremost. I was thinking about this today. I was like, being a mariachi is like, well, the whole point, I guess, of this podcast is like we talk about mariachi in like a kind of different way. So like we talk about it like what it's actually like to be like a working.
We talk about it from the inside.
Yeah, from the inside outside. Because I mean, if you think about it, like, did you ever have an idea of what like mariachis were? Like back then, I remember my earliest like memory of a mariachi was like the guys that played at my sister's wedding. My sister's quinceañera. Fuck, that was a long time ago. My older sister. So this is a long time ago. So like, you know how like they always have the videographer, the one that records. So like they recorded at the misa and like the mariachi's there. and I watched it a couple years back now, but I remember it was just a bunch of old dudes, and I was like, damn, like I don't know any of these guys. I wonder if they're still out there playing, but like it's just like I was just like back then, like I just saw them as a bunch of dudes. Like I don't even remember them playing at the party. I don't remember them anything. I was a kid. I had a flat top at the time, so like I had other things to be concerned about. You know, like yeah. But like from the outside looking in, it's like it mariachi really is like we try to give you like a different insight of what mariachi is from the inside, like what it really is. Did you ever have that until you were actually a mariachi or
No?
No.
They have I didn't really meet mariachis. Like I said, my family's not into mariachis.
Yeah.
I do remember when I told my mom I would be entering the program, she'd be like, "¿Por qué? Like, esos son puros borrachos, you know?" Which is all you see like in the Pedro Infante movies and you know we watch Jorge Negrete. Like they pretend to be drunk, right?
Right.
So like I guess that's what she thought, or like that's where we come from. That's how they view, you know.
Yeah.
Like I said, like my family's not very big at mariachis. They're more of a banda or like tamborazo type of people. So yeah.
But if you think about it, not a lot of mariachi people, like Mexicans in general, we've talked about this all the time, like at the gigs and stuff like that. But like I think little by little, like Mexicans in general don't know what mariachi is, bro. Because I've been giving like lessons to my students and just trying to like give them like the little bit of mariachi history that latched onto me, like from my teachers, like with Dr. G and stuff like that, and the stuff that I've learned. And I've tried kind of like trying to passing that off, you know, to them, even just to give them an idea. But it just takes me back because I'm like, dude, like Mexicans in general don't know mariachi history, or they don't know anything about a mariachi other than the 4 songs that they ask for whenever when we show up. Like we'll come up and we'll play, and then like they just no saben nada. Like it's almost like mariachi is a Mexican tradition, because it really is. Like it started in Mexico, you know, and it became like a Mexican thing, but like Mexicans don't know anything about it.
Well, I think that's wild, bro. That's for almost every genre. No one really knows history of music. They just like the music.
They like the music. You know? They be bumping to it and shit.
So I don't think like mariachi is like specific or special to that case. Yeah. People just like what they're hearing and they're like, yeah, that sounds good. Yeah. You know, but no one. I'm like I don't think anyone knows history of like reggaeton or hip hop. You know. They're just like, this is a good beat. Yeah. You know? start
shaking some ass. Yeah. And they're like, hell yeah.
You know? So I'm not really worried about that. Because us, when we went to middle school, we didn't know shit. Well, I didn't know shit about mariachi either. Yeah. You know? Until Dr. G was like, okay. You know.
Here it is.
Yeah, it is how it is. Yeah. And I'm not too like pressed about that.
You're like, I'm not too worried. I'm not worried about it at all.
I feel like that's a normal thing. You know? Yeah. Like unless you're like, it's like your line of study, or like it's something that you're really passionate about.
Oh, for
sure. That's when you know it's a normal thing to be like, yeah, you know, this is what I like. This is who I like. This is what I know about this.
Would you say that it's important?
Though? Yeah. Like if it's something you're trying to be a master of, or like what's the word, like where you can say you're skilled about it. I think you need a broad understanding of like, you know, where it comes from, how it works, because I feel like that's how you connect to it a little bit more, you know. Mm-hmm. Like these are the roots of
what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because I think I guess like musicians in general, I kind of look at it kind of like American jazz. Like if you look at American jazz and just how jazz became like a whole thing here in the United States, like back when jazz got started, which is like, don't quote me because like I said, I don't know the history on that, but it's like the 20s, roaring 20s and shit, and people were going wild. And now like jazz isn't like the biggest thing ever, you know. Like it's not like, you know, someone like drops an album with jazz and they're like, hell yeah, bro, like we got to go to the store now, buy that shit, right? Or like immediate streaming. Like it's like mariachi. I guess that's how I can kind of compare it to like American jazz. Like, because people are passionate about jazz. Like, people go to school for it, and, you know, they go and they learn all about it. Because, like, jazz is hard.
Yeah.
Jazz is so confusing. Because then the Office said it, like, the best. They were like, you know, just play the right notes. But that's their whole thing. Like, to play it.
Like, don't.
Yeah. They're like, you know how you can keep things in tune? Yeah. And you know how you can stay in the key signature? Like, no, just don't do anything. Do everything the opposite of what you think.
Yeah.
That's jazz. It's fucking wild when you listen to it. But it all fits, you know, like it all makes sense when you put it together.
And Mariachi is kind of like that, but
Yeah.
it's not much as chord wise. It's more like a rhythm type of thing.
Yeah.
Like it's whatever you feel, you know. Like that's how I see it. Like learning jazz is hard. I think learning how it works is hard, you know.
Yeah.
It's like they say like they teach you all the rules, like what to do and what not to do, like in music. But after you know the rules, you don't have to follow them.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. They like just go off of what you feel, and
it's
like,
a lot of improv too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like it's hard if you try to like analyze it bit by bit, instead of like being improv, which is just like little parts that you have in your head and just put it together. You know,
makes sense.
Very different.
Yeah.
However,
that's just mariachi, bro. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. It's like an art form. That's how I kind of look at it. Like mariachi really is like an art. Like it's playing it. And then understanding it, and especially like learning history kind of tells you like how we got here too. That's kind of how I look at it. Like the more you kind of look into it, and the more that you kind of understand why we play the way that we play, it makes it all kind of like fucking, you know, third eye and shit. You know, like, oh shit, like poof, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a whole reason. Like every time that we talk with like Dr. G, like that's where I kind of like get that kind of shit. I'm like, whoa, like this makes so much sense. Like now that you're actually saying it, like, and I'm hearing it, I'm like, whoa. I never thought about it like that. Like, boom, roasted, you know? Like,
you have to really look into what you're, you know, like where it's coming from. Because Dr. G always laughs at me. Because I remember when I called him to be like, you want to be on, like, we would like to have you on the podcast to, you know, teach us like the how mariachi started, or like how the old mariachi. I remember saying old mariachi, and he laughed at me.
Oh, really?
To him, I mean, this is like the group that we see now, or like that you see like in the Pedro Infante movies. That's the modern mariachi that we see today. You know?
Modern?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he laughed at me because I thought that was old, but to him he's like, "Tú no sabes nada, pinche niño," you know, like because when he gave that whole, I guess you could say, lecture.
Yeah.
Like that's really old, because you don't even see like a vihuela or un guitarrón. You see like a harp, y un quinto, and like 2 violins. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like that's what old mariachi really is. So like, what?
I was gonna say, like, I like when people like are very, very smart, and they can do that with me. Like, I think I'm like I guess some people would say that like, oh, this dude's like a know-it-all, or he's like a smart ass. But I'm like, no, like I kind of like that, because it's like, damn, like you really humbled me, bro. Like I don't know shit. Like then I just feel like an idiot, and I'm like, damn, I really got to get my shit together. Like if anytime like an adult tells me some shit like that, I'm like, damn, like you right, bro. Like, because I see that like my parents, like when I got older, I was just like, I really was just a head ass. I was just like, now it all makes sense, you know. I'm just sitting here like, damn, like you really were smarter than me.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't have life figured out at 14, you know. Like I don't know. I just like that shit. Like now to, you know, think about it. Oh, we were talking about this. The worst thing in the world is Facebook memories.
Oh, nah. We don't have to talk about that.
Cause, dude, I swear, I get these Facebook memories every day, man, and like all I do is I get like notifications of like the Sammy from back in the day, and I hate him so much, bro. Like I really do, man. Like
I wonder if I have any right now.
Every day I open it, and then it honestly, it's like a reality check, because it like tells you like, if anything, it could tell you like one of two things: either, you know, you changed for the better, and, you know, you've become a better person, and you feel like you've learned in life, you know, how to navigate it through it, and you feel like you're making, you know, better decisions. Or you can look back and be like, damn, I'm really the same person. I'm still trash. You know, like, you know, that's what's so like dangerous about those Facebook memories, like posts and stuff like that. Like every time I get one of those, I'm like, dude, this is gonna be bad, and it really is. Like yeah.
Look at this shit, bro. 9 years ago.
9 years ago? What did you write?
I shared some shit about el traje de charro, how it's supposed to be worn.
Oh, look, this is the post by Jose Hernandez. So el traje
yo bien verga, I'm like, I know, bro. Like, no sé por qué nadie le hace caso.
Yeah, well, Jose Hernandez wrote, el traje de charro es algo muy serio para nosotros que amamos y tocamos la música mexicana. Nunca caminamos enfrente del público con el traje puesto, pero sin moño o usarlo sin tenerlo puesto completo. Cuide su traje, respétenlo, por favor. And then, yeah, Lovic.
My head is
Like, this is so true. I hate when people do this. And then it's like us getting out of the van, bro. No, it's because, look, I was the same way. Like,
delete.
Like, little by little, we delete the old selves, or else, because, yeah. It's because, I mean, think about it, bro. Like, to be honest, like, if I was in Seoul or if I was in Vargas, and obviously, like, I have a completely, like, different mindset in a way, because I mean, yeah, like these are the students that are walking my path, you know, they're watching every move that I make, and you know, I could be an inspiration for like a group of students or people coming up, right? But like right now we're working mariachis, you know, like,
yeah,
and not to say that I hate the traje and I'm like, oh, you know, and like I'm trying to disrespect it, but it's more like, dude, it's hot out here, or like it's uncomfortable. Like a traje was never meant to be sat in, like it's not. It's meant to look like tight on you and like real fitted, you know, but standing up. I saw this on TikTok. It was like, cause girls have this same issue. Like they have like their standing outfit, you know, because it's tight and it fits them nice. And then they sit down and then it's like, you know, things, you know, bulge out. That's what happens with me. So I'm like, a traje was not meant for me to sit, and especially not this one. So, you know, it's a comfortable thing, you know. So like I will take apart the traje if it means, you know, I'm about to sit in this van for the next fucking, you know, this weekend in general. We drove like an hour, 2 hours, like round trip, like to go to these places and stuff. So like I'm not gonna sit there, you know, in full traje. And it's like this weekend especially was the first weekend that we almost got, well, we got to like 99, I think 98, 99 in degrees.
Oh, I'm like,
you're like 99 miles an hour.
Yeah, we do that every week, bro.
If we're late, you know. No, I used to do that for sure. I still remember to this day. I was at Texas State University. For you guys that don't know, it was like my first performance with the Texas State group. We were in San Antonio, and I remember we played our performance. You know, we were in trajes, we were walking around San Antonio, and then we got to we were all gonna go eat somewhere. And I remember Robert was there. Shout out to Robert. And these other people from the group, which I don't remember exactly who was there anymore. But all I remember is that we all got out, and we were going to go eat. And, you know, these guys, you know, they took off their jacket and, you know, they just left their shirt on and you know, their pants, you know, but they took off the moño and stuff like that. And I remember they all looked over at me and they were like, hey, you're not going to take off your stuff? And I'm like, yo todo verga. And I'm like, no, you know, it's because it's disrespectful, you know, to take off the traje, you know, and you know, I shouldn't, you know, so I want to, you know, I want to look official. And then even Robert was like, damn, like, you're right. And then he put his back on. So then we went in, and, you know, I kind of made him feel bad. And not looking back, I was like, bro, it was 90 degrees. Like, there was a reason why they were taking them off, you know, like, and it wasn't like a disrespecting. It was just like, man, it was hot, you know, like, I'm sorry, you know. It's just, we were just a school group from, you know, from a mariachi at a university. So little by little, like, I guess I did branch away from that, you know. But if I was in another situation, then obviously I'm not going to take it off and stuff like that. Más respeto, güey, para el traje de charro, cabrón. You know.
Like, that's interesting.
And then, right. Take notes. Yeah. Make a note of that. No, but for sure, yeah. Those Facebook memories, man. Every single time, I'm like, I told you the other day, I was going through something a couple years ago, like 10 years ago, and I remember, it was like the worst thing that could happen in the world back like 10 years ago, like through a breakup. And I remember that I was writing like lyrics like on Facebook and like posting them and stuff. And I told you at the restaurant, I was like, bro, no mames, dude. I was putting like Sufriendo Solas lyrics, you know, like I was writing, you know, the lyrics out and everything. And back then you know, I was actually like writing them out, you know, so I was writing them out, and then I put like the artist, you know how it was like a poem almost, right? Because it looks like a poem. So you quote it, and on the bottom, and I put Mariachi Sol de Mexico.
Ah, perro.
And I'm like, later on, I'm like, bro, you know, they didn't write that song, you know, but that's the version I was listening to. So it's like head ass shit like that I'm like, dude, why was I doing those things? And you learn from it, you know. We all kind of grow up. Like, you kind of realize that none of that stuff really like mattered, you know. You're just going through some times, and now you're fucking big chilling, you know. That's just life.
I mean, yeah, no, it's true, you know.
Yeah.
Así pasa cuando sucede. But yeah, I was there.
Yeah, I think we were all there, bro.
No, you were there for sure.
No, you were there too, bro.
Huh? Oh no, I'm talking about this situation.
Huh?
Like,
oh no, I was just saying in general.
like, yeah. But I'm just saying, like I know you were there. You know, like.
Man, it was rough. Hey, but like I said, we're fucking chilling now. You know, fucking out here just chilling. But little by little, I'm deleting the old Sammy because I feel like I did grow. Like in general, like I'm still immature, but like in a mature way. Does that make sense?
Like you're 5'8" now?
No way, I'm still wild way. No mom.
Like pero con botas. Like no, igual.
You know, one of my students actually asked me that. They're like, Mister, how come you wear boots every day? And I was like, in my head, I'm like, well, it's Texas, you know, like, because I mean, to be honest, if you were to wear like boots somewhere else, people think that you're working. Like, oh, did you just come from your job? I'm like, because that's what boots are for, you know. But it's aquí es el estilo, you know. In Texas, I mean, people just be wearing boots and just big chilling, you know. I've been wearing them for a couple of years. So she asked me, she was like, why do you wear boots every day? And I was just like, because it makes me taller. Like, that's literally why. That's literally why, you know.
Like, it gives me hope. Okay.
Like, you're looking a little bit more cowboy, and then, you know, you get taller, you know. So it's like a win-win, you know. I'm not going to go back. I'm not going to go backwards, you know. Like, I can't make it worse, you know. Like, back then, actually, back in high school, I used to wear, ¿cómo se llamas? The flat shoes? Converse.
Oh.
Converse have no lift, bro.
Flat shoes.
Yeah, they're flat as hell. So I mean, I wasn't getting any boost, you know.
Yeah, I remember at the gigging or playing, you would stand there like bien derechito. You were trying to reach like your peak height every time. Yeah,
and it never worked.
Well, it just looked like you were really like tense or something.
Yeah, I was trying, man, but. Pues está cabrón. And like I said, not anymore, but my little brother is actually taller than me now. But back then, I was the tallest in my family. So, I mean, I had no chance. Like,
yeah.
No chance at all, bro.
Damn.
That's how it was. I mean, what can you do, you know?
I'm the shortest in my family.
And you're 6 foot.
Yeah.
You know, which is...
Well, and the men, they're all taller than me. When I see them, I'm like, like...
Dude, you got to stock your build now.
Huh?
I was looking at, I think I had a video from like a year ago or something like that. Y sí, güey, pues estabas más flaquito, you know?
Well, I'm talking about height.
I'm like, right.
What?
I'm like, I'm like, no, bro, you look good. Nah, pero. Sí, güey. So how was your weekend?
My weekend?
Yeah.
As you can see, haven't done anything.
Yeah, so Victor's finished with school. So when he walked up today, I was like, bro, you look like me, dude. Because like every day he walks in, like I guess. So do you get ready for school? Like
yeah,
you like because you always come peinado, you know.
I shower.
You're wearing jeans.
I make breakfast.
Yeah, like you got your life together. And today apparently.
Not today.
You sent me a Snapchat with an Xbox
controller.
Yeah, with an Xbox controller.
Yeah, I was playing.
And I was like, oh shit, like here we fucking go, like because you were a good student y todo, and then ya valió madre.
Yeah. I'm like old big comes back.
I
woke up at 9:30 today. I was like, I overslept.
Yeah,
you know, like, that's oversleeping for me.
Yeah, dude.
I was like, ta con madre aquí.
Yeah. No, but it's it's almost the end of the school year. I'm excited.
Oh, you're still in school, right?
Yeah.
Sucker.
Yeah. But yeah, mero, you know, we're getting.
You have like a week left or two?
Something like that, like 2 weeks. Yeah, it's a little.
Do you have finals for your
I'm
class?
going through pain right now. What?
Do you have finals for your class?
Yeah, I'm gonna give them a final. A ver qué pedo.
What is it gonna be?
I can't tell you, bro.
That they gotta play un son or something.
Then they're gonna start
or like
studying.
sight reading.
Sight reading. Las bodas de Luis Alonso.
Like Dr. G-Way, you gotta take 4 tests. Like uno para leer, like the parts of your instrument.
Yeah, I remember all those tests. Yeah, he really did test you on a bunch of shit, and he didn't give you any like leeway. He was like, no, like you have to pass these.
Oh
like, yeah, I'm not gonna coddle you.
Yeah, like if you wanna play guitar, you gotta know all this.
No, yeah.
All your chord progressions.
Yeah,
let's write that down.
And you actually like wrote them, and I was like, damn, bro, like I was in 6th, 7th grade writing this shit down. Like I was learning, like chingon, you know, like. I
have 1 or 2 of them still.
Yeah, I remember you sent me the picture of the test.
Like, damn, yeah.
I was like, chingado, wey. Está bien, wey. You're smart. Were?
Were, sí.
It was No, it was a good week, guys. We worked a lot, and no, it was a good weekend.
Sure.
Yeah, pay wise, I was like, oh shit.
Okay.
I was counting, and I was like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, you know, I was all excited and shit. I was like, damn. It's because sí lo sentí, you know, like I think this was the heaviest weekend I've played in a while. Because like I said, like my record was showing, you know, I was missing some days and stuff like that, so it's been pretty rough.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like, for me, it was like, oh shit, like chingón, like I felt good. And lo necesitaba. I was like, fuck yeah. You know?
We eating good today.
Yeah, we did.
Where we eating?
I was like, where we eating? You know what? Actually, you know what? After I finished, I got a double from what? And with all the fixings, bro, I was like, sí, güey, dámelo. Give me everything.
Look, can I get the avocado? That's extra. Sí, güey, ponle dos.
Tú ponle, güey, dude.
Like jalapeno, like, you know what?
Just give me the avocado, bro.
You know, instead of give me buns, give me patties. Like, patty on patty, you know?
Damn, dude. Like all like those burgers where they stack them up. Nah, I'm gonna chicharro, güey. You could throw that. No, I'm his way. Didn't you had the triple before, right?
Yeah.
Can you make it a 4? I bet you could. Ask for 2 doubles
I'm like, we gotta go find out, bro.
Yeah.
Damn. Ma morir, no. No, I'm just like
fucking arteries are like that. No. Anyway, yeah. So Thursday we had the planta. They put us in a different spot, which was
that was trippy.
Yeah, they put us right next to the window. And the thing about Seafood Shack is that I don't know what it is, but I guess like they're like, we don't need the AC.
I do think.
No.
Creo que sí son un poquito codos.
Sí,
Because if you
güey.
notice, there's TVs they don't have cable anymore.
They used to show the games and stuff like that, right?
Now it's just like a little playback video of like their cocktails.
Yeah.
It's like, where you know, bro? Like
they're like, ese está caro, ese está caro.
Ese es bueno, pero está caro, you know.
No, yeah. No, it's like they put us in a different spot, which was like, it was kind of cool being like in a different spot because we were like facing everybody now.
Yeah.
You know, we weren't like in the corner like where they usually put us, but like I said, like since there's no AC in there sometimes, or I feel like they have it on, pero está bien quedito, güey. It's on échale, you know, like they're barely fucking turning that shit on. And so they put us right next to the windows, so like windows radiate heat, you know, if they get hot. So like in my back, I was feeling a little sizzle, you know. I was like, damn.
I was sweating.
No, see, wait, but it was all right, you know. But I mean, whose idea was it?
I think it was the manager's, cause me and I got there, and then me and Boya walked in.
Yeah.
And we saw tables where we set up. So
where we usually set up.
Yeah. Yeah. So we were kind of like, what the fuck?
Like, quítate. Like someone eating.
Yeah, and then the manager came up and she's like, oh, mire, mejor pónganse aquí. And then we're like, well, we're not gonna do anything until Arturo walks in. So we were on standby mode. We're just standing there like
it's like waiting. It's like waiting for your dad to to do something. Yeah, it's like I can't do anything until my parent is present.
Like we need a signed notary.
Yeah,
to tell us what to do. so yeah, Arturo walked in and he's like, "Esta mamá de qué?" You know, everybody that walked in were like, "Esta mamá de qué?" You know, like what the fuck's going on?
He's like, "Who did this?"
And the manager being alegre, he's like, "Oh look, you can set up here now, and like it looks better or whatever." And we're like, "Put it back," you know, like what are you doing?
I take it back.
Yeah, like,
no.
Like
not up in here.
What the fuck, you know? And the part cracked me up was that Arturo walked in and the manager was behind him. So like I guess he was not aware that she was behind him. Right so he's like,
like whose stupid, ignorant ass idea was it to? Oh hey,
yeah, pretty much.
That's so awkward. I can't think of an example.
No, he never noticed.
I know that's happened.
He'll notice until he hears the podcast. Like, cause I saw it happen. I'm like, oh shit, like. But the manager was just like what would you say that, bro?
It's like a Dwight with Angelo. Like, oh fuck, like,
yeah, yeah. So that happened. It was a little. It was hot.
Yeah, it was hot.
I was not having a good time.
Like I said, this is the first week that I think got to really fucking hot, and it's been like that all week here. It's just unbearable. And like in my Miata, like the AC isn't the greatest, so I've been rolling with the windows down. No, mama, dude, I get to my job with all fucking.
You're like all sunburned. No,
see, I'm gonna start using the Toyota again. I'm like, nah, dude, I need the AC, bro. And then since I got like the full tint all the way around, pues that chingon, you know, it doesn't get that hot, but
yeah,
nah, it's rough. But the Plenta was all right. There wasn't a whole lot of people. Did we stay till the end? I don't remember. Did they cut us off or no?
I think we got all the tables.
Yeah, they were done, right? All right, so yeah, we stayed for a good little while, you know, playing for the people. Everybody was pretty pumped. It was a nice chill little day, right? Right.
Yeah, yeah. See, oh,
No, sí. Nah, but it was all right. Friday we didn't go to a planta.
Yeah.
Friday we said you thought to burrito, so we didn't go. We had 2 gigs, and that's why I think it was a good weekend. Like, cause we gigged it también on Friday. Like, we had 4 hours, something like that. 2 and 2.
Friday, yeah.
Yeah, 2 and 2. The first one was this backyard, which was they had like a little small patio thing.
No, it was 2 and 1.
No, it was 2 and 2. It was 2 and 3. Wait, this is Friday.
Oh yeah, 2 and 3.
Friday. So what happened was we went to this person's backyard. It was like a runoff Mother's Day gig.
Yeah,
you know,
because I think it was their birthday too.
Was it? Well, then why were they singing to the guy too?
Because, well, I mean, those were her, like their kids getting me like, well, one for my dad too, you know.
What'd you say? They were all like, mi viejo. You're like, yeah, mi viejo para la madre.
Yeah, it's because, yeah, I don't know, like stuff like that bothers me sometimes. Like, it sounds like aquí para la mamá, you know.
Yeah.
And it's her birthday, she's having a good time, and then los hijos de cada palos que llegan and algo por papá, you know. It's like, dude, that's in June something.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, wait.
I'd feel kind of. It's the same like idea as like when you play like at a wedding or you know at a bautizo or something, or you play for a birthday for someone specific, and then someone comes up and we've already played Manitas y todo, and then they come up and they're like, oh, pues Victor cumple años también hoy, le pueden tocar también a él, and I'm like, fuck Victor, like this isn't my.
Or whenever they're like, oh, like, you know, por el día de su cumpleaños, we'll give you an extra song, you know, un pilón, and then like. La tía borracha is like, oh, like, we're gonna do it, you know. It's like, bro, tú no, like.
Yeah, it's like for them. Yeah.
Like,
someone's head has to ruin it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just that. I find that annoying because I know if it were me, I'd be like, dude, shut up.
It's kind of like the idea of. I mean, I've always heard about this, but like never actually like seen it in real life. But it's like where people get engaged at someone's wedding.
Oh yeah.
Where like someone would get pissed off because I would be like. Wait, you couldn't think of any other place?
Yeah, like it's like their one special day. You only get married once, or you're supposed to only get married once, and it's like someone steals the thunder. Basically.
Yeah, dude.
It's like, wait,
I'm over here dancing to cumbias, and you're over here like pledging your love to someone. Like when I just pledged my love to someone, I'm like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Who gave you this invitation? I'm like, ¿Quién te invitó? Give it back.
Security.
Give it back. The invitation.
Yeah. I think like all of those are dick moves unless. El celebrado es el que dice, es el que da la idea.
Oh, I guess.
You know?
Oh, right.
You know, like let's say like like I'm gonna ask her to propose. It's like, and then the future wife or husband is like, oh, what if you do it at the wedding? Like it'll be unexpected. Like no one's gonna see it coming because it's my day.
Yeah.
You know, do it then.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
Like
you're the birthday girl. You're like, hey, I know like. It's Sammy's birthday too. Like, could you play Las Manitas también para él?
Yeah.
You know, I think that's cool. Like, okay, you're willing to share your day with like someone else. That's admirable. Because I wouldn't. I'd be like, fuck them, bro. Like, go to your own party. You know.
Look, if you wanted a party, you should have fucking invited us.
Yeah,
bro. Like,
bro.
It's that simple. You know.
You know, but other than that, I'm like, nah. Like, you gotta keep it down, bro.
Yeah. Because like we did play like 3 songs de madre, and then it was just like mi viejo.
Yeah, mi viejo, and then and then Señor de las Canas. I think we played that too, no?
Yeah, we played a bunch of them, and I was just like, pues pa quién es, güey? You know, like, what is this, a duo party now? Like what's going on here? Like respect the rules, sir.
Right.
Have some respect.
I remember that gig. The food smelled really good.
It smelled really good, but it did not hit the way I wanted it to, bro. Because, like, the whole time I was like, and Arturo, too, he was like,
Te digo, that smelled like Guajardo's. You ever walk into Guajardo's?
Yeah, Guajardo's.
Here in Fort
Worth, if you've been to Fort Worth.
I haven't been there in a while.
I haven't been there in a long time. It's because it looks kind of sketch.
Well, for me, it's not been good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I heard something about the pastor changing a little bit.
Yeah, well, it's because, actually, like, a guy that I grew up with, his dad worked there.
Worked?
Like, yeah, he was the main cook that que tiene el trompo y todo. He actually works at Dos Molinos now.
Oh.
Yeah, he cooks really well. Like, el pastor sale con madre. And then he quit and that's why he's at this other restaurant now.
Oh.
But since then, dude, it's not the same.
Mm-hmm.
Like, 'cause I remember my mom would order like tortas or like tacos.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, no, taco madre. But one day, like, like, I was like, what the fuck is this?
It's like fucking. It's like going from SpongeBob to Squidward.
Yeah. and then I remember I saw him at Sam's, at Cocinero.
The old one.
Yeah.
Like the one.
Yeah,
the
like
SpongeBob?
my friend's dad.
Yeah.
And I was like, like, you see Guajardo? He's like, no, like, Tendos Molinas, 'cause some, like, se pelearon at Guajardo or something. Yeah. And I was like, oh, pues con razón. I'm like, 'cause, like, I also feel like, sir, all due respect, like, se le está yendo la mano, then, like, you know, like. But
he's like, bro, that's my cousin, bro. Like,
right?
You can't talk shit about my...
It's a white guy. Oh, last time I saw it's a white guy que tiene el trompo now.
They got a Tom back there?
Yeah.
No, man.
Yeah, dude.
They're like, Tommy.
Yeah. Because I was like, I gotta see this shit, bro. No. And I walked in. He's still vato, like, el güerito. He's like...
It's a guy named Gabriel.
Like, ¿cuántos quieren? You know, like...
¿Cuántos quieren?
Yeah.
Like, ¿cuántas Karen? Like, it's the name Karen. ¿Cuántas Karen?
Yeah.
Chinga.
I don't know who's there anymore because I have not gone in
Yeah.
years. But fucking sorry.
No, mom.
Anyways, that's what that part smelled like.
I just imagine like a dude that looks like Ned Flanders back there, fucking whipping it up, bro. Like, he's like, I also make cubanas, like if you want one, Cubans.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Say le puse novia.
Hold on.
He's like, novia piña, le puse manzana, you know.
I have casseroles too if you want. Lasagna?
Yeah, but yeah, that's what that gig smelled like to me.
Yeah, it smelled like Guajardo's a little bit, yeah.
And
but it didn't hit. Like I told you, we all went up. Like, it was funny because we all finished. I guess before that, remember the dog that just fucking ran up? There's this black dog just fucking shit up, and they had a moon bounce, and the motherfucker just boom went in there like 3 times. And there was a dude trying to catch him. It was like perro negro, just fucking going wild, dude.
And there's like, surprisingly, the smaller one was the more educated one.
Yeah.
Which is usually like the smaller they are.
The other way around, yeah.
Like the more they have.
Más cabrón.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was that. And yeah, like I said, so as soon as we were done, like we had been smelling these tacos, you know, for the last 2 hours. So, I mean.
I told you that Don Luis dropped this.
Yeah, so afterwards, like, you know, they told us we were walking out, like, you know, because you don't want to be the guys that are like, can we, like, you know, like standing like in the hallway, like, podemos comer, like, you know, and so like, you know, very slowly we start heading out, but then the lady was like, si quieren, ahí hay tacos. We're like,
sí, you know,
mucho gusto, muy amable, you know. And then we start walking over there, you know, we all start getting our...
Bro, that guy was struggling. The one that was taking the orders.
It's funny because, like, sometimes I think, well, like, the taqueros, you know, you can tell the ones that are, like, straight up Mexican. But there's a young dude there. So I think he spoke English.
I think he was just, like, new at the job.
Yeah, so he, like, when I would say, like, stuff in Spanish, como que se perdía poquito.
Oh, ¿sí?
Yeah, okay. I would tell him, you know, una quesadilla y 2 tacos. And he's like... ¿Qué querías? He was
like, I wanted a lot of stuff, but he kept going back to y'all like, ¿usted quiere la quesadilla? He's like, no, quería 3 tacos. I was like, oh, shit. ¿Tú qué querías?
And I'm like...
He's like, ¿tú querías 3 tacos? No, quería la quesadilla. Oh, shit, yeah. So when it was much, I'm like, mira, wait, te la voy a poner fácil. Dame 3 del pastor, you know? And then whenever he looked back, he's like, 4, ¿verdad? And I'm like, sí, güey. Dámelo. I was like, cabrón, y el número te sale, güey.
It was all like that. Who hired you, bro?
Yeah.
I swear to God. No. And yeah, apparently, like, once we all got our tacos, like, I started eating it right away because I knew we had to dip because we had a gig right after. So, yo me lo estaba chingando, you know? And then you said that Don Luis dropped his?
Yeah, I don't know how it happened because...
Because he was right in front of me.
Because me and Tol was struggling.
I don't remember.
Because we had... like instruments. You just had your vihuela, so you just kind of put it like
I kind of just
But I can't do that with a bass, so So we're like, como le hacemos, like we have 2 plates and 2 drinks, so we're figuring out how to like take it all to the van.
Yeah.
And then you just see Don Luis kind of like churn. Y se va todo el plato.
Oh no.
And we all saw it, so we're like, you know, like
you're like, I got my fucking tacos.
Yeah, pretty much. And
shit, man.
And the lady was super nice. She's like, oh, ¿quiere que le hagamos la orden otra vez or whatever? And he's like, sí, por favor.
Por favor.
And I was joking around with him. I was like, el perro va a comer bien, ¿verdad? And then Don Luis just, I knew he heard me.
He's like, the disrespect.
Yeah, he was
The disrespect.
He was ignoring me, and I'm like, damn, like ni modo, don. And he was not looking at me. He was like,
he's just like sad, and you're making it worse, dog.
I was trying to lighten the mood, but
no,
you were just like, shut the fuck up. Like,
he's probably craving them. You know how they say, like, what do they say, like when like something happens to your food, it's like because
se le antojó alguien.
Yeah, se te antojó, yeah, I've heard that before. Yeah, se te antojó. Yeah, so that's probably what it was. Someone was
bro, I had my tacos.
Yeah, no, me los chingué, güey. But like I said, like they smelled better than they tasted.
Yeah,
like, it was a. I was like, no mames, güey, tengo COVID. Like,
yeah,
no sabe nada, güey.
I was like, you can't taste, bro. He's like, no.
He's like, come to think about it, I've been coughing all day. Fuck, and I kind of can't breathe. No, pues yeah, they were COVID tacos, bro, because no sabían a nada, güey. I was like. Y le eché salsa, you know. I don't eat like the fucking little kid tacos. No, yeah, I put the raw onion and the grilled onion, and then the limon, and then the piña, and then the salsa. They were fully dressed, bro. Like, I was like, it's chewy, but there's no flavor. There are no flavor. There are no spices. Where are the chips? You know. I was like, shit. But yeah. I mean, other than that, we took off, right? We went.
Yeah, we went to that other gig.
Oh yeah, we went to. It's funny because like it's funny when we go to so like we skipped our planta to go to this gig, and the people there are all the people from the planta.
Yeah, so. Yeah, they were regulars. As soon as I saw like because it was the
guy with the white hair.
Yeah,
I don't know his name or anything.
But it was his wife's birthday, right?
I think so, right? Because he was standing there. Yeah, with
her. He looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger from the
from the
side.
Yeah. He, like the profile.
Yeah,
a little bit.
He's like, I'm coming. I
show
you that video, right?
Yeah. It's X-rated. Anyway, yeah, with that guy, like when we showed up, and I was like, motherfuckers, we try to get away from y'all for one weekend, and you're telling me you guys are the ones that hired us, like. So we get there, you know, like the lady that has the twins, like, she's there, and these other regulars are there, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, we can't get away one weekend, bro. Like, but it was fine. We played the 2 hours that we were supposed to, and it turned into a 1 hour. The only thing that kind of pissed me off was like when they don't make up their mind right away, because like we finished, you know, we start walking out.
Oh, see.
We had made it all the way back to the van, and like I said, like was. You know, I guess I'm disrespectful, so I started taking off my traje, you know, so I took off the jacket and the moño, and we're already sitting there just waiting for our boss, and then he messaged y'all, right, on WhatsApp?
On the WhatsApp.
What did he say? Like,
he's like, salió otra hora, charro.
Yeah, salió otra hora. So we're like, fuck, dude, like, we just fucking sat down, like, pues ni modo, you know, we all get out, and, you know, we had to walk all the way back over there and, you know, get started. It's just more like a time waster, I guess, because, like, all of that took, like, 10 minutes, you know, 12 minutes to get over there and to come all the way back, like, we could have been playing this whole time, you know, pa que siga corriendo el tiempo, you know. But people like to wait until like the last fucking minute to be like, no, it's just otra.
The guy was drunk too.
No, pues sí.
Because he was like, even like, ¿no quieren comer?
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck. Yeah.
I thought it was funny. He was like, ahorita, si quieren comer, ahorita, hay tacos. And then like, even if like we hadn't played the extra hour, we would not have gotten tacos. Like, because they were putting up already. I'm like, bro, like you do know that they're putting shit up. Like,
yeah, the el taquero hearing him like,
like, did he pay for extra? He's like, no, ni madre.
Yeah.
Pon todo.
When we were working out, they were driving off.
Yeah. Like, yeah, the fucking taquero was like, I'm dipping. I don't know about y'all. Like, if I want a taco, you better go to fucking Taco Bell, dog. Like, cause we done here, you know. So I was like, bro, you're crazy. Like, we're not getting nothing. Like, they're leaving, they're dipping. Like,
and then he came up and he's like, hey, hay tequila si quieren, right? And then he was looking dead ass at me, bro.
So the way that happened was he came up and brought a shitload of waters.
Yeah.
Like he brought like fucking. There's only like what, like 7 of us, and he brought like 15, and he was like, here for y'all.
Yeah.
And then like he starts walking away, turns around, looks at you, and he's like, también hay tequila si quieres, you know. And
like I felt obligated to enter back because he was looking at me, so I'm like, muy amable, muchas gracias, you know.
Yeah.
And then I looked around, like he was looking at me, like he was pointing. He's like, you, like I there's alcohol, you know, si quieres.
Yeah,
like,
if this isn't strong enough for you, you know, we got the strong shit back here.
What the fuck, like ni Arturo, I don't know what.
Yeah, not even Arturo.
I was like, am I the alcoholic of the group now? What the fuck?
Because you looked over at me like, why was he looking at me? And I'm just like, I don't know, bro. I guess you just look a certain way.
Tengo la mirada, like,
yeah.
Me miró cansado. He's like, bro, you need a drink.
Tú te miras como un pedo, güey. No,
señor.
Está bien bueno para pistear, no, but no, yeah, that was a little funny. But we finished the gig, 3 hours, and headed back. Ended up getting home at the same time as if we would have gone to the planta anyway.
But we made more things.
No, that's what I like about the gigs. I'd rather gig, But the planta is an obligation. So, like, well, if you don't know what a planta is, I mean, you obviously it's a restaurant that you go to every weekend or every. Some people have them like. Well, we have our Thursday and Fridays, but I know I've seen people like in other states that have them on Sunday and shit.
Some people have them on Saturdays. I've seen people like
a planta on a Saturday.
I'm like, nah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Michoacan used to do that. Well,
yeah, but like at 1 in the morning.
Yeah, they would. So their planta was like late at night, like past midnight, I think.
Yeah, it's like at 1. Yeah. Because I've filled in for them before.
Yeah, we have too.
We've done it.
Yeah, like our group has gone to fill in for them. So like they're out gigging. So I guess they always have to maneuver around that. Because I mean the restaurant that they play at.
Or send someone, which they do, obviously.
Yeah, like they have to maneuver around that because that planta that they play at El Pulpo in Dallas, like it's crazy how popular it is. Like, and they even bring artists there, which is crazy. Like it's a small local restaurant. Think of it like a back in the day, like Solito Lindo, but with like a lot more ghetto-ness. Like, because they bring like acts and shit.
The parking lot is fucking scary.
The parking lot looks like you would like park there and then get stabbed immediately afterwards.
Which probably people do.
And
because it's dark too.
It's dark as shit. There's no lights. There's not even pavement. It's just dirt. Yeah. And there's no fucking lines.
Well, there is pavement, but it's just filled in with dirt. Like
right.
But see, there's like even the lines to park, then they're all crooked.
I was gonna say like ni hay líneas, and I'm like, actually,
no, sí hay
líneas.
Hay un chingo ahí.
Hay chingo de líneas.
Ahí da miedo.
Ahí espantan.
Yeah.
No, but like like every time we've played there, like it is a little sketch because like there. I mean, what crowd are you gonna play at? Past 12, 1 in the morning. Like it's not a.
It's like a restaurant / club.
It's a
because they have a VIP section
/
I mean, you've seen it
/ fight club.
Yeah, like on the side they have like VIP section, and there's people there like watching you, and they have like it's kind of like they look like kingpins.
It's like fucking some mafia shit, like Tony Montana, Scarface, like because they got that curved sofa, like, and everybody else is sitting ground level, and then they're like a little bit higher. Yeah. That's how like you're VIP. So, like, when you play up there, you're playing on a stage, and it looks like, there's lights everywhere and shit. So, like, it's legit, It's just a little sketch, Yeah. It's like a place you'd like to play at, but not by yourself. Like, it's a little dangerous. And you're in Dallas. You're Dallas, like I said, is a little
That's why it's sketch, because it's Dallas, bro.
It's Dallas, dude.
And then you have like as soon as you enter Dallas, there's like a cop working like overtime, like she's like chasing someone down or like stopping a fight.
Part of Dallas' soundtrack is the fucking la ambulancia, the cop cars.
I think it's like the Grand Theft Auto like things like
no, the San Andreas. Like you walk into Dallas and it's 3 stars out of like automatically like.
Like you spawn with like a handgun and shit.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck? Fucking baseball bat. You're like,
yeah, dude. And then like if you played San Andreas back in the day, where I can't even say it because it's so funny. Like in Dallas, if you played GTA San Andreas, like if you put in the cheat code of pedestrians have weapons, that's fucking Dallas.
Chicharro corriendo con una bazooka, güey. It's like, oh, ¿quieres pedos? She's looking. Okay, it's not that funny, bro. Come on. Get your shit together, bro. We're doing a podcast. Come on.
Imagine, like, walking around.
O te imaginas, güey, like,
no.
like atropellan a un vato, y luego llega la ambulancia, güey, el vato is like.
I just imagine, like, Dallas, that area by El Pulpo, like a straight up, like, GTA, like, gameplay area. Like, you walk around and it's, like, NPCs everywhere.
Saying the random shit.
Yes.
Bro, you good?
That's a really fucking funny concept, bro. You're just walking around like, "Tu que miras, güey?" And they just pull out like a knife.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Not even knives. Like straight to the fucking SMG, way. Like, go away.
Yeah. It's like, fuck. It's literally pedestrians have weapons, dude. In chaos mode.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. That shit's so funny. Okay, so anyway, now that we stopped talking shit about Dallas.
It was a cool gig.
Oh, man. That was a cool gig. We haven't even gone into Saturday. Okay, so Saturday we, no era tanto, ¿verdad? We had
3 hours in
3 hours in Wichita Falls, which was, like I said, we might as well be the fucking official mariachi of Wichita Falls, bro, because that's like our hub right now. Like, that's where we always go back to. And it's like, oh, we're going to Wichita Falls. Like, are we going somewhere new? Like, no, it's the
There's
same.
nowhere new, bro.
There's no other salon there. Like, there's one fucking venue there, so we pull up, and it's the same fucking place from a couple weeks ago.
I wonder if there's some people too.
Like, I'm always thinking, like, is this different people? Is this the same family, or did they go to the last performance that we went to, or like how does our name get thrown around over there? Is my question.
Because we pass out cards, bro.
I guess so, but it's just like I don't know.
Y si preguntan, because there's a guy and he's like, oye, ¿cuánto cobran por 5 horas aquí?
Oh
and
shit!
I'm like, disculpe, like
4K, bro. I'll give you the price. It's 5K. You just said 4K. I said 5K, bro.
Like, for you, like for 4,500, you know, like discount price.
Right.
He's like, oh, okay, quiero 10 horas. I'm like, fuck, like
chingón. No,
like, okay.
No, it was the same freaking salon, you know, that you know we've always played at. It was a 3-hour gig. This one was a quinceañera, which the quinceañera was a boxer.
Yeah.
Was she a boxer for real?
I don't know for real, but I bet she's taking classes.
Because like she had a whole like entrance that we kind of helped her out with.
She had a frame.
Yeah, she kind of had like a build.
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying that. Like she had. Well, Arturo called her Luisa.
Oh
from
yeah,
Encanto.
Luisa from Encanto.
Yeah, because if you've seen Encanto, you know she's got a bit of a build. So like that's
Yeah.
kind of how the girl was. You know, like she was ready to fight. So when she put on like the boxing gloves and
like,
the whole like outfit, I'm like,
oh, that makes sense.
yeah, and she's doing the whole little like because that was her entrance. So like we walked in kind of like Canelo. You know, she was like Canela. You know, like we walked in playing La Negra. Was it La Negra?
Mexico Lindo.
Mexico Lindo y
Right.
Querido. Yeah. So we walked in with that, and she was kind of doing like her, and it was kind of cool because they actually like made it like an entrance. Like they dimmed the lights down, and you could see like the flashes and shit. And then they had those the sparks.
Parecían como bengala, right?
Yeah, they were like sparks that come out of these little machines, but it looked legit. Like
Yeah.
I want that video. Like it was pretty sweet. Oh shit, I didn't even talk about it. I forgot my strap.
Oh yeah.
Fucking idiot. Like
well, I think you broke it, no?
No, it's just okay, so this is what happened. So like I said, my house is a shit show right now. Like we're doing a bunch of renovations and stuff. So like I don't know where anything is. So on Friday when I got home from playing the gigs and stuff, like my wife wasn't in town, so I was like living like a bachelor, like fucking throwing everything everywhere. Like
You were like your mom last week.
yeah, I just started throwing, my fucking shoes, my traje, like anywhere. Like I ended up putting my white, my white shirt, for mariachi on the kitchen table. I just left it there, but apparently I had left my strap right under it, so like no lo vi. And the next day, whenever we got ready to go to the gigs and stuff, we're going to Wichita Falls. As soon as I pulled up to the van and I walked in, I was like, fuck, man. I don't. And like when you have that moment of realization that you're like nothing could be done. Like you did this. Like there's nothing that can be done now. Like you've accepted it. So I was just like, fuck. Like left my strap. And I was like, pues de modo. And I've done this before, like played without the strap. It's very uncomfortable and it's not the greatest thing ever. And you sound like shit, but like it can be done, And I got lucky that there was a strap in the van, but it was broken. So like la manita que está así, like the fingers were off.
Okay.
So like I had did a little MacGyver ass shit with the help of Lil Vic. He got like his lanyard for his school. And I got that strap, and I kind of like did some knots and shit. And then I have this little clip that I use for my keys, and it's like one of those, those standard ones. You push it in, and then se mete. Yeah. Well, so I used that on the vihuela, and I put a card under it so it wouldn't scratch it. But like it was all sorts of fucked up. I was like, what am I doing here? It was so stupid. I felt like an idiot because I was like, I know I'm supposed to have my stuff, but I don't.
No, you did it though, yeah.
All stupid, bro.
Do you feel comfortable with it? Did it feel like good or?
It felt alright, but like I said, it's a different like the strap wasn't exactly how I'm used to it feeling. So like I was moving around a lot, like I was squirming.
Okay.
Yeah, so it wasn't the greatest, but like it was something, and it was better than nothing, dude. So, so yeah. Anyway, so we played for Canela. We played the 3 hours. Oh, they gave us a tiny break to go eat, and then we heated up like a couple of the tacos and Arturo was like,
espérate. I was hungry, right? So
I was a little hungry.
So I remember like we took a break between the gig, and they were like, no, si quieren de comer, hay tacos. Well, I saw the tacos walking in.
Right.
So I was like, okay, that looks good to me. So we walked in, and then la señora was putting up. Like, me and Saul walked in, we're like, oh, ¿ya no hay comida? She's like, no, ya no, ya. Se nos acabó la comida, and like we're packing up, basically.
Yeah.
And we're like, fuck. Like, and like, it was just funny, because Arturo was like, hey, vayan a comer, So like, we went with the thought of like, okay, there's food waiting for us. So we went, había comida.
Yeah.
So we're walking back, like, pues ni pedo,
Yeah, ni modo.
Like, I just got a Coke, and pues we were just chilling. And then the dad of the quinceañera came up, and he's like, oigan, vayan a comer.
Yeah. He was like being real nice. He was like, like, y'all go eat.
Yeah, he was. And then I was like, no, es que nos dijeron que no tenían. He's like, ¿cómo? Like, si les dije que les tenían platos, like listos. Yeah. And I'm like, are you sure? Because I just came from like the walk of shame, like no tienen comida.
No tienen comida.
He's like, no, vayan, like ya les tienen platos preparados. And I'm like, and Pollo was just talking to me, so it's just like, Don Mike, ¿quieren de comer? And we're all kind of like, okay, And then we went back to the kitchen, to where the lady was like, oh, sí, disculpen, es que no sé.
She was like trying to save them for her family, bro.
I guess. I feel bad because I'm like, segura, what's up?
Yeah.
And then she's like, sí, aquí está el refri. Aquí
están like, fucking take them, I guess.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal was.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're like, aquí están los platos, están fríos. So allá está el microondas, caléntalo uno por uno. And we're like, okay, And then Arturo walked in, and he's like, sale charros, like
good.
And we're like, oh, well, we're eating, And he's like, oh, no, pues, sale. I'm like, bueno.
He's like, that's great, but if you don't come over here, you're fired. Like,
yeah.
What?
So we're like, okay, And then like señora was like, oh, pues, aquí se los guardamos. I mean, ya saben que están aquí or whatever. and no, Mike, ya lleva un taco, like, pobrecito, he was already like a taco
ready,
in.
bro.
And we're like, okay, well, we're gonna put this back now. Like, whoever had just finished heating up their plate, pues a enfriarlo otra vez,
It's gonna get cold again, buddy. I'm sorry. Nah, pues ni modo. We ate them afterwards.
So we did the walk of shame twice.
Yeah.
Because we went in, and then we came back, and then we went in again, and then we're like, no.
Yeah, it was pretty trash. At least they gave us something. Like I said, it was a little trash too.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I ate it.
And then we were eating. Some lady was like, no hay otro plato ahí.
Oh, yeah. I thought that was... Okay, so look. Okay, so anytime... This is the thing that pisses me off about, like, people at parties, bro. Because, like, the invitation specifically says that la cena is from this time to this time. It'll always say that. And, like, I look at this because I'm trying to plan a wedding right now with me and my wife. So I'm kind of looking at, the dinner has to be from a certain time to a certain time, because now it becomes an inconvenience for them to feed you after the fact, because you were supposed to be there for the dinner. It's not their fault. It's not our fault that you got here all fucking late and now you're asking to eat. Like that's why we specifically put that. Anyway, so once we were eating because, we were the mariachi, we already finished, and they had saved us these plates. So, like, this lady, like, pulls up to the window that has now become not the food line anymore. It's the drink line. So, like, people were asking for, like, beers and, and margaritas and whatever. And this lady pulls up and starts yelling at us because she sees us all munching out on the tacos. She's like, ya no hay platos, ya no hay platos. And we're all like... And
Yo me hice el pendejo, güey.
Yeah, we all did.
Because there was the fridge had, like, 3 or 4... Like, 4 plates.
Like, 4 more plates, right?
Menos.
Yeah.
So, I looked away because I was like... I don't know. I'm not in charge of this.
Yeah, this isn't my food to disperse. Like they just told us that we could get from here. Everybody gets a plate and then that's it. But there were some left, so it's like I don't know if I'm allowed to give these away. So when the ladies are like looking at all of us, she's like, "Where'd you get the food, huh?" Like it felt like a gang, and I was like,
Yeah, and I think Arturo. Arturo was like, "No, es que pues ya no hay."
Yeah.
But then she walked in the room.
She walked in there and
she was like, "Oh, no." She was like, "Oh, mira, aquí hay platos." And I'm like, "Oh, sí, mira."
Todo pendejo, like, yeah. They're right from where we grabbed them. That's crazy. Yeah.
But even I guess the bartender guy was like fuck you doing inside?
Yeah.
Because some other guy walked in after that too.
Yeah.
He's like, he got like beers for himself, and the guy was like,
and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's disrespectful because, like, as a guest, you should understand that, like, whatever it is that you're being invited to, like, you don't own shit.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't just pull up and demand. You know, like, depending on what if that bartender dude that was like, hired to do this job, you fuck some shit up and then he's responsible for it. So it's like you can't be head ass.
It's a sanitation thing too. Like I don't think we should have been in there either.
But they allowed us to, though. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, she just barged in like, I'm going to get this fucking food whether you guys like it or not. So she pulled up. She's like, no, pues I me disculpan. She started heating up the mic and, the tacos in the microwave. I'm like, this, what are you doing? Like, this is for us. You know? Like, and this is disrespectful. Like, you have to understand how to be a guest. Yeah. It's like, it's not the person who organized the party's fault for you being late and not taking advantage of the food. Like, it's not their responsibility anymore.
Pussy. But yeah, that threw me off.
Yeah, it threw me off too. I was like, Mom, I just do like how, like, we all knew that the plates were there, and all of us, those pendejos, like, looking up at the roof, like, damn, like, what kind of shingles are these?
We're like, no habla español.
Yeah. Like, sorry, lady, like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't speak the language.
Bro.
I was born here. Sorry. Anyway, Wichita Falls, we came back, had 1 hour left.
We went to Grand Prairie, right?
Grand Prairie. Oh, the frat party. Yeah.
What was a graduation party?
It was a graduation party, but it took me. I remember, like, when we walked in and we saw people that were like drunk or high, because it smelled like some substances there. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, like and it was weird. It's a very intimate party because, like,
I'm like, había mucha azúcar en la mesa.
Yeah, pa'l café,
Yeah.
But we walked in and, like, it was very intimate. Like, and when I say that, I mean, because, like, they didn't have much of a backyard. So we walked in, like, dude, everybody is, like, right in front of us, like, literally right in front of us. We're all in the same breathing, vicinity. Like, we're all very close.
Basically, you make eye contact with someone, you're like, are you going to kiss me? Or, like, that's how close
what are
like,
we? What are we now? Like, Like,
you're talking with your eyes, bro.
I'm like, I can smell you. Like, where did you buy that? Like, no homo. Like, like, you smell good. You smell exquisite. Where'd you get that from? No, but yeah. So, like, when first of all, we pulled up and, like, I thought it was a little weird. So, like, they parked all over there, so there was no space anymore. And then when we pull up, there's like two dudes walking away, and one of them's got like a bloody shirt. I'm like, what the fuck? And automatically, I kind of thought, like, oh, shit, like, are we walking into some ghetto shit right now? Like, we gonna have to fight for our lives or something? And I really do think that right before we pulled up, like, they were fighting. Like, there was people actually, like, physically fighting because, like, that's what I heard in, like, the conversations. When you're low-key listening to something, I was over here putting on my traje, but I was like, this shit sounds weird. Like, I'm a little scared right now, So we pull up, we go inside, and like I said, it was very intimate. Everybody was, like, very, very close to us. But it felt like a frat party, like I said, because, like, it was like everybody was just, like, on a certain type of vibe. Everyone was young, so it was a college graduation, and, like, I don't know, it just took. And you looked at me and you're like, does it take you back? I'm like, a little bit, yeah, it kind of does. Like, it kind of reminds me of those times. I'm like, yeah, estoy pinche viejo, like, because everybody there, like, looked young. Like, I think they were maybe your age or maybe a little bit younger. Like, you could tell
like
that they
my
were,
age or down.
Because, like, when I graduated, I was like, what? Fucking 22, 23. Yeah, so yeah. Anyway, yeah, it was a little weird playing. You can see, like, the people that are, like, not all there. There's this dude in a black shirt that was, like, singing along to stuff, but he was also, like, it looked like he had like a slideshow going on in his brain that we could not see, but he was, like, dead locked on it, like.
He was out.
He was out of it. He was singing, like, Cristian Nodal, but only the chorus. And, like, looking off into space, dude, he was like, damn, like, if you look really close, that's Saturn, bro. Like, no, yeah. But, yeah, I mean, other than that, like, it was a chill gig because it was, like, everybody was into the music and they were singing along. Like, for being the last gig of the day and it was an hour, like, it was cool. Like,
yeah.
And then some dude recognized Saul from his TikTok, which is kind of cool. And, like, it's funny when anytime, like, you acknowledge Saul, he gets, like, really red. He's just like you, bro. It's fucking cute, man. So, like, he like, you could tell, like, when the guy told him, he was just like, oh really? Like, really? Yeah. It was funny.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. He's like, follow me. Wait, no moments. And apparently the guy didn't follow me. He's like, yeah, tell me your TikTok so I can follow you. I've seen your videos. And I'm like, damn, bro, you called him out and don't even fucking follow him, bro. It's fake as fuck. No, yeah, but other than that, I mean, the gig was cool. Like I think it was a good gig, like to end on. Like,
yeah,
it was a cool vibe, and you know the people were enjoying it, and I hope the grad was, because I couldn't tell if he was all the way there. You know, he was just kind of like zombieing, but like he was like following along to everything. You know, so he was, and I like that. I like when people are into the music. Like
he had like little spots of like he's like fuck.
He looked like he was gonna fall.
Y luego como que se alivianaba, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
and then he would come back,
yeah,
and then he was like little by little, like he was always holding on to someone, you know, and that just tells you kind of like where he was at, you know. Other than that, but it was a cool gig. Yeah. Like, it was a good way to end off the.
And then you found Matali, like.
Oh, okay, yeah, and then so this whole time que andaba batallando, you know, with the freaking strap, and I remember like. Specifically in the van, when I found out that I didn't have my strap, I was like, hey, can y'all look around? Like, is there a strap in here? You can tell me. And Victor was sitting in the front seat.
I was not at the time. When you asked me, I was outside of the van. And then I usually have an extra strap for you, because that's happened before.
You have it in your case, though,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I have, like, in my case, I have, like, little tools or, like, emergencies.
A drill.
Because I have, tengo pinzas, I have pegs. I have old strings in case some pop. And I have Fatali usually.
Yeah.
But when I checked, I was like, oh, no lo tengo. Because I remember I let Flaco borrow it.
Oh, okay.
And then I guess that's where he put it when he was done with it. Because he didn't give it back. Right? So I was like, nah, I'm sorry, bro. Like, when we stopped at the gas station, I checked again. I was like, no, I know. I didn't bring it. I'm sorry. You know, so I don't know where I have it.
So point is, I was here batallando, fucking struggling, bro. And then at the end of the night, literally at the end of the night, like the little like contraption that I made with the strap, and you know, I took it apart and I gave the lanyard back to Lil Vic, and I put the clip back on my keys, and then the strap that was already there that was broken, you know, I rolled it up, and I was like, just in case, you know, for another day where I know I'm gonna fuck up. So I put it in the front of the van, and as I'm putting it there, right next to it is the freaking strap that Victor had, and I was like, bro, you mean to tell me
I'm sorry, bro,
you were sitting right next to this damn strap the whole time? You couldn't have stuck your fingers in there for half a second just to feel around and see if it's in there?
I thought that's where you got it from.
It was right there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I was like, yeah, pa' qué, güey? Ya valió madre. I already fucking played the whole day all todo pendejo, you know. But like,
well, it's in my case now.
Yeah,
for sure.
I was just like, no, pues ya qué, güey. I already fucking played. Ya no se puede hacer nada, you know. So it's whatever, you know. Like, I still made it through with the strap that I had, and it worked. And really, it's my fault for not taking it, you know. So again, just make sure you have all your shit before you go to gig, because we're the worst. Anyway, let's get into Charro Chat, because we're running out of time. Ooh. Yummy. Where are we? Here we are. All right, guys, we're here at Charro Chat. Which one is the question one? This one, right? Yeah. Okay. Roheli03 says, how do you balance gigs, work, school, and personal life? And someone else asked kind of the same thing. So Eder HER, how do you manage school, job, and mariachi? I think the last time we answered this, you were like, I don't.
Oh, yeah.
It's just hard, man. Like, it's
al azar, you know?
Honestly, like with anything, you just got to find, like, a balance to it. Like, there's a lot of give and take. So, like, for example, like, you have to be very understanding for other people, like, too. Like, people need to understand you, and you need to understand them. So, basically what I mean is, like, me and my wife are, like, always separated because she works, I work, you know, and I'm always busy. She's always busy. But that's why we, like, when we do have time, like, together, like, we take advantage of it, you know. Like, we make it enough to where, like, we're good, you know. And as far as, like, the school and stuff like that, I mean, I see a lot of, me being a teacher, for example, like, a lot of people, like, once they start making, like, the teacher salary, they kind of look at mariachi, like, or the gigging aspect, that, like, they don't really need it anymore, so they kind of stop. And then, you know, that's their decision. And I've always just said that, like, I'll give it up one day too, but it'll be once Like, I don't want to do it anymore. And at this point, like, I like doing it. Like, I like to play mariachi. So I make the time for it. Like, people will say, like, bro, like, I don't know how y'all do it, bro. Like, y'all drive, like, because, like, this weekend alone, we drove, like, how far is Wichita? Like 2.5 hours or some shit like that? Yeah, so, like, round trip, that's 4 hours plus the other hour to go, and then plus another hour to go home. It's a whole process, right? So, like, bro, I don't know how y'all do that shit, bro. Like, y'all are driving all the time, and you take up your whole Saturday. I'm like, yeah, but I mean, it's like what I signed up for. So, like, if I look at it like nah, bro, like, this takes up a lot of my time, then yeah, obviously I'm gonna give it up because I want to do other shit. But as of right now, like, I know what it takes to do this life, and I'm okay with it, if that makes sense. So that's really how I balance it. Like, I make sure that I'm okay in all my other aspects. Try not to let it affect one or the other. I separate everything, and I just make it to where if I want to keep this going, it's because I want to, and not because of necessity or anything. Like, I like doing this, so I'm going to keep doing it. And that's all it is. You're going to make time either way. Like, to be honest, you're going to make time if it's something you like to do. So you'll find the time. I promise you.
What I do is, I mean, I already know I'm going to work the whole weekend. Yeah. So I put school like Monday through Thursday. That's my whole thing. And then I get them kind of early too, just to get them out of the way in the morning. And then, what helps too is the school app. I'm pretty sure every school has like their app now, or the Canvas or Blackboard or whatever, and it tells you when the assignments are due, right? So I just get them done before I go to work. Or if they're due like next week, then I'll do them like the Friday. The Sunday of that week. So I mean, you just have to like, you don't have to schedule everything to like, las 4 hago eso. Just be like, this day I'm gonna do this, and then, if it's a work day, like Thursday I'll go to class, and I'll be like, I'll get this out of the way real quick since I'm in school, and then do what I have to do, and then go to work. But it's never like I'm gonna try and do this while I'm at work.
Yeah.
Like, that's always a bad idea, because I brought my backpack a lot of times to study. Hago nada, güey.
You would just leave it there, and I'm like, oh, it looks brand new, bro. Like, freaking books aren't even creased, bro.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah. So, like you're gonna work for sure.
Yeah.
At least for me, I know I'm gonna work for sure Thursday nights, Friday nights, every day on Saturday, sometimes Sunday. So Monday through Thursday is when I'm like, okay, this is my school time.
Right.
Like, don't get a class on Friday. Pues porque la madre.
It's not like the ideal thing, I guess you could say.
Much less one on like, because there's like Saturday classes too, right? Like in the morning.
Right.
And they're like 4 hours. Don't do that.
Yeah. I'm doing the pod.
Okay.
Say shout out to everybody. Here you go.
Oh my gosh. A shout out. Sorry. Oops.
It's my sister. Yeah, we're about to finish. I'll call you back in a sec. So anyway,
rude.
No, but see, it really is just like you have to find your rhythm. You really do. Like, it's not something you can go into thinking that you're gonna get everything done 100% to. Like, you have to, like I said, you have to find the balance, man. And every case is different. Like, just find yours and make it work. Because don't let one suffer because of the other one. Like, vice versa. Like, you just have to make the time and really find the time. That's as much as I can say here. Where's the next one? This shit is so hard to navigate, bro. Alex Avalos 18 says, how's the mariachi scene in Austin? Recommendations for restaurants? I can't really say. I mean, back in the day, I did perform in Austin. It was probably like the city that would perform in more back when I lived in San Marcos. But I was never in an established group for very, very long. So it was a lot of just gigging, with outside groups here and there. As far as the restaurants, I don't know a lot, but I know there's mariachis that are pretty established. Relampago is one of them that continues to work, but I really don't know any of the plantas and stuff. I never visited Austin because of the traffic. I could not do it, man. Like, it was the roughest thing ever to go out there and so much traffic, and it was just the worst. So like I really hated to go to Austin. So like I didn't go there for pleasure ever. Like
only went once, pero me pasearon a mí like.
Te pasearon.
Yeah, like I went. I hang out with Patrick. I think you know.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out.
He took me out there, but like, I wouldn't be able to tell you anything. It was cool.
Yeah, like it's, I liked playing there and meeting the musicians and everything. But I do prefer playing here. Like I think the repertoire is a lot different too. Like we played a lot more here. Not to say that every group over there was like that, but it was just the ones that I played with. Like they kind of kept it, to their set list, and that was their idea of gigging. So like for me, like it was very different to go from like here where we play everything to over there where it's like very limited. So it was a big difference, I guess you could say. But yeah, that's basically the scene. There are groups there though, so if you want to go out there. M.I. Gonzalez says, can Sammy get in trouble for the things you say in the pod, cussing / jokes? I don't know. But like, to be honest, I think in any job, even if it was different from the one I do now, which is teaching, every person needs to separate themselves from their work. Like, honestly, if a job doesn't understand that you have a life outside of your job, like it doesn't matter what you do. Like a job needs to understand that we are people. At the end of the day, we're fucking humans. Dude, every movie, every actor in the world cusses. Everybody jokes. Everybody like people have personalities. Like who you are at work is very different from the person you may be, when you're outside, or maybe you're the same person. You may operate at a different, capacity. So when I'm at school, I act professional. With students that I speak with, I don't act the same way, obviously, that I do with this fool right here, But when I'm speaking to someone else, you have to make sure that you are. It's all an image thing. You need to make sure that you are acting professional when you are in a professional environment. And I've always learned that I need to separate that, and so I've done pretty well at it. I try to keep both sides opposite. So it's almost like I'm a superhero. Got two lives. Why you look at me like that?
Like liar.
Nah, it's just that's kind of how I look at it. Like, bro, everybody cusses, everybody jokes, everybody. But if anything, I think this podcast in general, I think is doing way more good than bad.
We're doing bad.
Right, we're doing horrible actually. No, I think the premise of this podcast was to put Mariachi out there in a different light, and I think we've done that, which is make people. We've talked about this all the time, but it's like we've gotten so many people who are people that are interested in the mariachi world, who have only been mariachi in their school, and they're interested in going out to gig and stuff like that. And then, they hear our stories and they're like, this is really what it's like, to go out there. And that's the main point behind this. And to put mariachi out there as more than just, like what you play at school and stuff like that. So like, this is literally what we go through, and we tell you very candidly what we go through so that you can see what it's like. And really, like, you're getting it from behind the scenes. Like, this is what it's like to be a working mariachi, and we're trying to put it out there. So if anything, like I said, I'm not really worried because I am a different person, or I am myself in both instances. But at the same time, it's like, is it wrong to act like yourself? I don't think I'm a bad person yet. like, or else. No. But yeah. Anyway. I'm like, why? Are you going to tell me, bro?
Is that just in the email, bro?
Yeah. He's like, all I need is an email to bring him down. Here we go. So we got some confessions. One time at a gig, I had to poop, but they had no toilet paper, so I had to ask the client if I could get some toilet paper.
Client was like, "Pa qué, okay?" Like,
I feel like it's a little embarrassing because it's like you go to the bathroom and you know what you're about to do, and then if you have to walk out to say, "I was gonna wreck your shit, but you don't have toilet paper," could I get some so I could wreck your shit? Like,
please.
Yeah, please, please and thank you. No, it'd be a little embarrassed. I'd be a little embarrassed, bro, to be honest. And if I had no way out, bro, pues ahí está la ducha, way, like.
No mames, nah. You're wrong for that, bro. Come on.
I thought a shower way. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, bro. Like,
You gotta mush it para que se vaya todo.
Bro, like if I had to go out with poopy pants or there's a shower right there, pues
you're gonna look like
I gotta do something, you know.
Como la bruja that's like making like cooking up the kid like in the biggest thing. That's like gotta be in the bathtub like para que se vaya todo.
No, mames.
¿Verdad?
Okay, that was too far.
That's what you meant.
No, I just meant like para que me limpie.
Le tienes que zapatear, güey, para que se vaya.
I'll just take a bottom half shower, you know, real quick. No, but yeah, that's pretty wild. Next one. A couple of my guys saved a lady's life during Mother's Day weekend. Doing what?
CPR?
Maybe
they pushed it.
They didn't put enough details for me to be like, oh wow.
I mean, good job, you know.
Saved their life. They're just like, have you met my friend Jesus Christ? Like, like that saved a life, you know? Like, you got to give us more details, you know, to be like, okay, like, you know, how did you save him, you know?
Bro, do you keep him from like eating like a poison apple?
Yeah, like someone at 8 a.m. poisons the coffee. Like, no, you know, like is that saving a life? You know, the set is different. Maybe she had a peanut allergy
from like a coming car, you know, just like
like boom, you know, or like they were about to drown and then or you jumped into the pool.
They took a bullet for them.
Took a bullet for them, you know. They were at El Pulpo and you took out your bazooka, you know. You're like, wait. No, yeah. That's awesome. I mean,
good job.
Good job.
I'm happy they're alive.
And then they're like, I saved this lady's life and todavía ni nos dieron de comer.
Damn.
That's pretty wild. Imagine, dude. They're like, thank you for saving my mother's life.
That'll be $500.
He's like, pero llegaron un poquito tarde, no pueden aflojar el pago poquito, you know. Like, por buena onda, you know.
Okay, like, putting you back in front of the car. Like,
you call for all right. You just push him back out on the street. Like, I'm sorry. Like, no, like, I had to do this. You did this to yourself. Anyway, I think that's it. Are we finished?
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I'm starving, dude.
Yeah, I'm really hungry. Thank you guys for coming back to CharroBeans podcast. Hopefully we can get this studio running and we can get, you know, under construction, finished as soon as possible. And, remember, rate, like, comment, share. You guys have been doing great on the listens, man. I see it every freaking week you guys come back and I appreciate it. And if you listen this long, just know that we appreciate you. That's pretty much it. Our 2 years are coming up. 2 years since we started this podcast. We were thinking, should we do like a live podcast for the 2 years? It'd be like a birthday bash, you know, where you do a little cake like last time.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and you know, do it live, and I think it would be cool. Is that something you guys, you know, would be interested in? If so,
let us know.
Let us know. I think it'd be fun. But yeah, 2 years coming up pretty soon. Just stay tuned. We're just trying to get to the summer. Finally take a little break. For me, I'm not trying to take a little break. But we'll be back soon. They go next week. Sorry, on the belt. We'll be back next week, and that's it.
Yeah, you guys have a good one.
You guys have a great weekend and make a lot of money.
Please.
Play mariachi.
Me lo mandan, yeah.
Me lo mandan por Zelle.
Hands up, please.
Yeah. So you guys take it easy and take care.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Boy.
Hombre.
I have like no bass in my
My throat's a little scratchy. That's my bad.